All right, have you ever had trouble canceling a subscription or gym membership? Well, the Federal Trade Commission is suing LA Fitness, accusing the company of making it nearly impossible to cancel those memberships. The agency further alleges that LA Fitness put roadblocks in place to prevent people from canceling. So I want to bring in Adam J. Levitin, a professor of consumer law at Georgetown Law School. All right, so this is a really interesting case. Adam, a federal appeals court just blocked the FTC's click to cancel rule. Can you explain what that is and why it was blocked?
So the FTC put out a rule that would have made it easier for consumers to cancel auto-renew subscriptions. The idea was that if you have a subscription to a website or a gym, that you should be able to just easily cancel it with maybe a little more than one click, but without going through a lot of effort. And a federal appeals court blocked it because they said that the FTC had not undertaken the necessary cost-benefit analysis when promulgating the rule.
Really interesting. So what are the rules that are in place to stop companies from making it so difficult to cancel subscriptions or memberships?
Well, right now we have a patchwork of rules that some states, but not most of them, have specific rules about auto renewals. In addition to that, though, every state and the federal level have laws that prohibit unfair and deceptive acts and practices in trade. And that is what the FTC is using to sue LA Fitness. They say that by making it difficult to cancel renewals, LA Fitness was engaged in an unfair, deceptive act and practice. Specifically, some of the things that the FTC alleges with LA Fitness is that if you wanted to cancel, you'd had to print out a form from a website. And in order to print out that form, you had to log into the website. Most people have no idea what their login is for a gym. And if once they were actually able to print out the form, then they would have to submit the form in person during very limited hours to a specific person. And this is kind of ironic because one of the reasons that people cancel gym memberships is that they're not going to the gym, yet they're being forced here to go to the gym to actually cancel the membership.
Wow. All right. So what can people do to get out of them?
With LA Fitness, you can go through, currently you can go through they have a few different possibilities for how you can cancel. You can print out that form that you have to find somewhere on their website and do it by mail. You can go in person, but it's not easy to cancel your subscription right now.
Yeah.
We will see if that changes with the FTC lawsuit.
Yeah, it's a really kind of a sticky situation there because I know everybody's dealt with it. Everybody has felt the inability to cancel something that you want to cancel, or you all of a sudden look at your credit card and you're like, wait, I'm still getting charged? I thought I canceled this subscription, or I thought I canceled this membership. Really fascinating. Adam Levitin, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.